One Monday morning in the heart of London, Westminster Bank was starting another busy day. The newly appointed branch manager, Emily Carter, sat nervously in her chair. She had just completed her first week, knowing this was her biggest career opportunity. Today was her chance to prove herself. The bank was crowded, customers waited in line, and the sound of keyboard typing filled the air. Just then, an elderly man walked in. He wore an old but clean coat and carried a cane. Slowly he made his way to the counter. "Good morning, young lady," he said politely, his voice soft yet confident. "Good morning. How can I assist you?" Emily asked, maintaining a professional expression. The elderly man pulled an old notebook from his pocket and placed it on the desk. "I would like to withdraw $2 million from my account." Emily frowned, quickly glancing at the man's clothes. Could he really have that much money? "We will need to verify your account first," she said, her tone distant and sceptical. "Of course," the elderly man replied, his smile unwavering. He took out his wallet and handed over his bank card. Emily took the card and began checking the details on her computer. Her eyes widened in shock. The man's account held a staggering $500 million. For a moment, she held her breath. This had to be a mistake. The man's appearance didn't match that of someone with such immense wealth. Perhaps he was a fraudster. Emily took a deep breath, lowered her voice, and leaned toward the man. "Sir, are you sure these account details are correct?" The man nodded. "Of course, but if you prefer, you may verify my identity further." Emily wasn't listening anymore. This had to be a joke. She crossed her arms and leaned back slightly. "Listen, sir. We have a zero-tolerance policy against fraud in this bank. If this is some kind of scam, I will have to call security immediately." The smile on the elderly man's face faded slightly, but he remained calm. "Fraud? I simply wish to withdraw my own money." Emily hesitated for a moment. Who walks into a bank dressed like this, requesting millions? The customers in the bank began whispering. Many looked at the elderly man with pity. At that moment, a tall, well-dressed man entered the bank. It was Mr. Thompson, the bank director. As he approached, unaware of the situation, his eyes landed on the elderly man, and they widened in surprise. "Ah, Mr. Henderson, what a wonderful surprise to see you here." Emily's heart pounded. The bank director knew this man by name. "Mr. Henderson?" Emily stuttered, her voice trembling. "Yes," Mr. Thompson said with a smile. "You are standing before Mr. William Henderson, the founder of Henderson Group, one of London's biggest investors." Emily's face turned pale. Henderson Group. One of the largest real estate firms in the UK. Mr. Henderson gave a slight nod. "I understand why you judged me based on my appearance, but sometimes the greatest wealth is found in a life free from extravagance." Emily was speechless. She realised she had disrespected and underestimated him. Mr. Thompson took a deep breath. "Emily, in this bank, we treat every customer with equal respect. What you did today goes against our values." Emily lowered her head. "I sincerely apologise, Mr. Henderson. Is there anything I can do to make it up to you?" The elderly man smiled gently. "Just a cup of tea, please. If there is anything more valuable than money, it is a good conversation over a warm cup of tea." Emily looked up in surprise. At that moment, she understood why Mr. Henderson was truly wealthy, and that day, she didn't just serve a customer. She learned the most important lesson of her life. Wealth is not in bank accounts, it is found in a person's character. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and share. Subscribe for more inspiring stories. Oh,